Howdy, y'all. As you can tell, I am a dirty mofo. Look like a freaking coal miner's butthole right now, but figured I'd snap out a quick little video for you guys. I am dirty as heck because I just got back from pressure washing that 518 I'm borrowing from my boss. Here. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean. And I figured I might as well do a video kind of on the pickup we used to pressure wash with. All right, here's the trailer. It's a Landau steam cleaner setup. It a diesel burner up here, whatever. It's got a diesel tank, big old Honda motor. And what it does, it puts diesel through here and it heats these coils. So therefore, it's kind of a steam cleaner setup. It's got a I don't even know how many gallon tank this is. I imagine it's got to be at least a 700 gallon tank. It's got about 300 feet of line to pressure wash with. Super sweet trailer. Awesome, gets all the gunk off. So, you know, it's coming into fire season, so we're kind of going over stuff. It's getting hot, so I wanted to make sure there was no debris around the turbo or anything like that. Get all the excess oil off the motor and just kind of clean her up, because fires suck. I've actually been running a 518 when it caught on fire. It took 3 fire extinguishers to put it out, so trying to avoid that. So I borrowed the pressure washer trailer. But this ain't about the pressure washer trailer. This is about the pickup we used to haul the pressure washer trailer around. This right here, it's a 1990 Dodge pickup. It's got the 12 valve Cummins in it. I found this. The guy down in Gold Beach was selling it. This pickup and a gooseneck trailer for $5,000. I didn't have the cash at the time. I told my boss about it, and as soon as I told him about it, he's like, you guys go down there and pick it up. It had the stock bed on it, but he had a flatbed laying around. So me and another guy I work with, old Travis, old dirty bastard, we went down, we picked this up, and the gooseneck trailer, $5,000. Could not freaking pass this deal up. I'll show you how many miles it's got here in a second, whatever. But yeah, so Travis kind of made this thing his baby. He's the one that mounted the flatbed on her. It's got the gooseneck, and he painted it all up. This was about 4 years ago. So this pickup here, you see a truck driver was driving it and he hit a deer with it. So that's kind of that little wahoo. That was not there when this truck was purchased. Dang Mark. He's driving it back and forth to his house, and yeah. So it's a good old pickup. It's kind of got a little bit of rust around the windshield here. I think that's pretty common for old pickups with this drip rail. They kind of start to rust out there. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's all original. As you can tell, the old 90 Dodge fade and paint, which actually it might have been painted before already, because probably wouldn't have a speck of paint left on it if it wasn't. But all right, here's the interior. Kind of a roach seat, but just bare bones, roll up and down windows. It's got the automatic in it, whatever, and stuff, which these old automatics, it's a 3-speed, so it kind of pretty high RPM going down the highway. But I mean, these things were built for hauling. She's got the old trailer brakes and of course the rain gear in it, whatever, and stuff, because this is a pressure washer truck. But look at these miles, 118,000 miles. Freaking barely broke in for this old 12 valve. I'll pop the hood on her, show you the powerhouse, get under the old bonnet, or the ranch, as old freaking zip ties call it, the ranch. Freaking Canadians are freaking hilarious. All right, here she is, Cummins 12 valve turbo diesel. Great for it. One of the best motors actually ever freaking made. But you know, these Dodge platforms, they kind of fall apart around it. Luckily this one here is kind of a survivor. 4-wheel drive, got the meats on her. Well, these are Cooper Discoveries 285. I'm pretty sure they're 285s. Yep, 285 75 R16 tires on it. They're holding up like iron, but when we picked this truck up, it only had 106,000 miles on it. So those tires don't have nothing for miles. And not only that, but it was drove on the highway by the truck driver that was using it every once in a while. He was parking the truck here at the shop when he needed to work on it. He was driving clear up to Coos Bay, which is 60 miles away. So most of the miles are actually just back and forth to Coos. Well, most of the miles past 106, I should say. or just back and forth to Coos Bay. But as you can see, it's got the old nasty 12 valve in her. The freaking one battery setup for a diesel. That's kind of crazy. But this motor here, it's rated at 160 horsepower. It's got 400 pounds of torque. Wow, wow. Street bike. Goofy fucker. But yep, 160 horsepower, 400 pounds of torque. Kind of a small radiator. Never really noticed how small that radiator is. I think they put a 4-core in it, but it doesn't get hot, so obviously it works pretty good. All right, go ahead and close the wrench here. So you see, it doesn't have a ton of horsepower, but it actually pulls that 700-gallon tank decently. I mean, she's nothing like the old gray beast over there, but at the same time, it does pretty good. And it's got the airbags on her, so just in case do load it down. I drove up in the mountains and I picked up an excavator bucket. Well, I had to dig out this road, kind of clear some stuff up, and I noticed there was a crack in the bucket, so I went ahead and threw it on the bed, and I brought it back to the shop so they could weld it up. And they welded it all up, and then they hauled it back up there with this, which is the sweet part about having a freaking flatbed. This flatbed's actually pretty awesome. It's got the gooseneck. It's got these little chain, little box, and of course, damn pressure washer guys, trash, you know, guys who are pressure washing. See, this pressure washer tank has also got a little soap dispenser here, and you kick this little switch on, and bam, bam, bam. And then of course there's a little wand. Pretty neat, but I doubt you guys really care about that trailer too much. So here's the pickup. Haven't really came up with a good name for her. I mean, she's been around for a little while, but like I said, she doesn't get ran much. I mean, it rides too damn rough to be driving up in the hills as a crummy or anything like that. Not a lot of horsepower. That 160 horsepower, it pulls good, 400 pounds of torque, but 160 horsepower, she does not go anywhere real fast, but she'll keep going and going and going. So here it is, the pressure washer truck, the old 12 valve Cummins, and the pressure washer. Great setup. I know it's kind of a shame that all it does is hang out here in this yard and go machine to machine and wash them, which the old 350, they're going to wash underneath it. They're going to put a new rotate bearing in it, new Rotec actually. So they're going to have to separate the machine from the car body from the actual undercarriage of the machine, which I guess you lift up with a heel rack, and then you kind of get up on front blocks, whatever, you put blocks underneath it, and then you spin around and you lift up again, and you just kind of set the machine, make the machine do all the work, whatever, and then you replace the Rotec, whatever, and then kind of come down on it. That's how they do that. I don't really know if you guys really care about that, but all right, there's random junk all around. This here, that's actually pretty neat, the old green machine here. She's also got a 12 valve Cummins in it. It's a little timberjack processor. Freaking awesome little machine. Yeah, you guys don't care about that either. Okay, here is the pickup. Thank you for watching. Maybe next time you watch one of my videos, it might be a little cleaner, but that's character. All right, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Stay beautiful.